And going deep for Hill. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Vikings.
Complete to
Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead.
Harrison Butker on for the point after.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
5-yard line.
Carry for Melvin Gordon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Back at the 22-yard line.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Foles. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 44-yard line.
From the 44, Foles hits his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
The tackle by...
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Foles. And brought in by the tight end Cook. Foles, a gain of 6 there on first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10.
They'll run on first down. It's Gordon. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Nothing.
Again, Gordon on 2nd and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now their defense came through to the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. A goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
First down, Vikings.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. Now gone. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Greer. They'll find Everett there, complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. To the air again. Goff. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yards on the play.
This play started with the protection. You have to have it to give your quarterback time to let routes develop downfield. And then it's on him to locate an open man, and he does just that. Play callers love 4 vertical routes because receivers can be open at any time downfield, often for big gains.
Now Goff on 1st down. And this one's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Greer. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Again, Goff. And going deep for Hill. This is caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Seahawks nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now it's Wilson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stopped. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And this belongs to the Vikings. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
Trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Joejuan Williams. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions. Last week, we talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Goff. And this is caught. It's Edelman. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
On the return, the Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offense.
Pressure coming, coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Foles over the middle. That's caught by Adams. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Now Foles. And this is caught by Watkins. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Sammy Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do.
He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And the half will begin with a touchback. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Gordon. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. Oh, and now he bowls him over. Oh, he breaks a tackle, and he's got it out.
He's going to make everything happen.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Vikings 24, Seahawks 7. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Let's get off the field. What we got? What we got? Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Got a man. That's Rashard Higgins. There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Rashard Higgins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Complete. A.J. Boye on the coverage.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing on third. Goff. He is going to find Hill here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
And the Vikings first down.
Goff now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They begin with a quick throw out left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
51, Mike 51. I got you, son.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Looking deep for Adams. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Gone. Gets this one to Hill. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And going deep for Hill. That's caught at the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
60 yards.
The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. Going for it all. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
To
Gerald Everett, his second touchdown on the season. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Butker on for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Vikings 31, Seahawks 14. Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, goal. Down goal. 56, Mike, 56. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. All right, here we go.
Here's Foles. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there. First down.
First and 10.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Vikings now to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. From the gun, here's Goff. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
To Calvin Ridley. A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2. Goff. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Goff. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the 1st.
It must be something about the night air because he is putting on an absolute show under the light.
Yeah, we've established anything in his vicinity, he's grabbing it. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing again is Goff. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Tracy Walker. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Foles. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
Mike's 50. Watch the run. Watch the run.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
The 44-yard line.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
On the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Vikings' 39-yard line.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Back to throw here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Their own 37-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's brought
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On 2nd down and 4, Goff. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And he's caught on his sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
now 4th down.
Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that,
there goes Melvin Gordon. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Melvin Gordon, 99 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game.
For the extra point.
And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Vikings 31, Seahawks 28. Steven Gostkowski is set to kick off.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Off play action. Here's Goff sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded at the 20. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And coming off a 1-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This is Gordon. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He's back to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2. on the Seahawks' 45-yard line.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Evans on the tackle. It's a gain of 6. First down, Vikings.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Minnesota...